everyone, I'm Ben, this is Books with Genghis Khan, and today I have for you, hopefully, a fun video, which is the Tell Me the Truth tag. So thanks to Carlos and Yolanda at StoryTube for the tag. I've been doing a bunch of tag videos lately, and I've been having a lot of fun with it, and this one will give me a chance to talk about some Booktube habits of mine that I've never really shared on the channel, and maybe to give a break from just chatting about the books themselves. So hope you'll find it interesting. And alright, here we go. Prompt 1. Do your friends, family, coworkers know about your Booktube channel, and if so, do they watch? So I've been pretty open with people in my life, the friends, family, and coworkers about starting the channel. Everyone's very supportive. They sometimes tune in, but no one is a real Booktube fiend in that group, and or it seems to have a real habit of watching YouTube, so maybe they'll catch the occasional video or will watch if I send it to them. I do have a close friend in real life who does read a lot of adult fantasy, who actually got me into adult fantasy, and who has been watching a lot of the videos and supporting me a lot. So that's cool. And yeah, I have no problem mixing all these things. I don't have this alter ego that I try to hide from everyone. All right, prompt 2. When watching Booktube videos, do you ever speed them up to save time? Do I ever? I only watch YouTube videos at 2 times speed. I've been doing it for so long that if I have to listen to a video at 1 time speed, it feels like it's in slow motion to me. Like if I slow it, put it back at 1, if my wife is listening or someone else that doesn't like sped up, it feels so slow to me, and it's hard for me to even listen to it at that speed. I listen to audiobooks usually around 1.5 times speed, depending on the narrator, maybe a little faster. And yeah, I am a very quick auditory processor, so I'm not losing anything, which is great because I get through a lot of videos in my spare time here and there, wherever I try to fit them in. So yeah, definitely helps out that I can do that. All right, prompt 3, do you watch videos from all the Booktubers you subscribe to, all of their videos, or just some? So I try to watch videos from all the people I subscribe to, but I subscribe to so many, and I typically only just use my home feed on the YouTube app to click on videos. So usually they're pretty good at giving me videos from all my subscriptions that I want to be seeing videos from, but occasionally they don't, and then I'll think, oh, where has that person been? And then I go into my subscriptions feed and I'll be like, oh, they've been releasing videos regularly, just hasn't been showing up in my home feed, which I hate. But so I got to be better about making sure that I stay current with everyone. But it's hard when I subscribe to dozens of Booktube channels that I want to keep up with, and people are releasing multiple videos a week. But I try my best to keep up with as much of it as I can. Some of the people I've been watching for the longest time, I probably do watch all of their videos. And that's people like Library of Alexandria, Mike's Book Reviews, Jimmy at the Fantasy Network. It just is such a routine, such a habit for years now for some of these people. And then also some of the newer ones who are more in my class of 2022, like Theo at Rekindled Reader, even newer ones like Colin's Corner. So I feel a close kinship to some of these newer, younger channels. And so, yeah, for a lot of channels, I probably am watching basically everything that they put out. But I follow so many people that it just becomes impossible, and I usually go by whatever comes up on the home feed. I especially love watching tag videos and wrap-ups, just so I get the general sense of what people are reading, how they're feeling about their reads, weekly updates, mid-month check-ins, monthly wrap-ups. That's what I really love to watch on Booktube, and all top lists and top 100 lists. I love all that stuff. I tend to not want to know much about books, though, going in, so I want to get the feel for the vibe of it, but I'll watch non-spoiler reviews. Reviews are tricky. I like watching parts of reviews. I like to not know many plot details, so I'll skip around when I feel like people are talking about plot details and just try to get their overall experience and emotional reaction, and maybe some other analysis where I feel like it's not too spoilery. But I do like watching reviews for things that are on my radar, on my TBR, see how other people that I kind of have a feel for their taste and how it aligns with mine, and then see what they're feeling like and get me really excited about the book, or maybe push down my TBR a little bit, because I have hundreds and hundreds of books on my current priority TBR radar. So Booktube helps me prioritize that, and it has worked wonders so far in helping me find so many amazing reads. All right, prompt 4. Do you watch or subscribe to everyone who subscribes to you, or only channels you really want to see? So this is a weird question. I don't really keep track of who subscribes to me. I don't look at those notifications or usually check. I more pay attention to who comments on the video. So I engage with all the commenters, and I usually click on their name to see if they have a channel, and then I've subscribed to a lot of people that way. And that's been great for finding a lot of awesome like-minded Booktube channels. And so yeah, that's been successful. But I should be better about seeing who subscribes. But yeah, so far this method's been going well for me with the commenters. And I'm pretty liberal about hitting that subscribe button, so I have so many subscriptions. And if I don't end up vibing with the content too much or that personality, then I just might not click on the videos, and I might not see them pop up in the home feed over time. But I usually will not unsubscribe, but maybe just not see them pop up as much. Prompt 5. Do you watch or subscribe to Booktubers based more on content or personality? So definitely both. On the content front, I'm really only interested in Booktubers who are in the same sphere as me, which is mostly adult fantasy, sprinkling in sci-fi and historical fiction. So I think I only really subscribe to one just purely science fiction channel. That's Words in Time, which is great. But typically, if it's all fantasy, adult fantasy, I'm there for it. But there's so many even within that somewhat limited sphere of Booktube. And so when I stick around and I'm continuing to watch videos in the long term, it's probably about the mix of content and personality, just because I just vibe with that person behind the camera and enjoy how they talk about books, their enthusiasm, or the way they analyze things in the case of maybe Critical Dragon and Philip Chase, or just their enthusiasm like Brian Lee Durfee or Library of Alexandria, and just feeling like, oh, this is someone who shares a lot of my reading tastes also, and like Mike's book reviews, who's introduced a lot of my favorite reads over time. And so yeah, definitely a mix of content and personality for sure. All right, prompt 6. Do you listen to Booktube videos while doing other things, or do you sit and watch the video? So I do usually watch them, and I don't just like to listen to the audio, because part of the whole YouTube experience, and I don't listen to too many just podcasts. I like seeing people and their expressions and their books that they're holding up. So I like to just sit and watch. I'll usually just try to grab any moment I can throughout the day, especially a little bit in the morning. I'll usually see what people are uploading in the morning. And then the one time I usually multitask and watch YouTube is when I take a shower. So I like to take lengthy showers, but I have the perfect ledge in the shower where it's at eye level. I can put my phone up and watch YouTube videos there, and that's great multitasking time for me. And it's a little tough when I want to scroll around. I usually have to go outside the shower to the towel, dry my hands, be able to scroll around, choose a new video. But I love, especially if it's a longer video, put it on 2x speed, and I'll be able to get through that whole thing there, and that's just perfect. So maybe that's a little off the wall. Don't think too many people are doing that, but I just have the perfect situation. I've tried listening to audiobooks in the shower, but it's harder to get everything. I don't like to miss a single word or a line when I'm listening to an audiobook, and I've tried different kinds of speakers, but they don't work too well. And it's just easier for me to get everything from Booktube when I can see the people talking as well. So that just works perfectly for me, and where I get my most Booktube time in. All right, and tagging some people. So I'm going to tag Kyle from Read by Kyle. I keep on tagging him. He doesn't put out many videos, so I want to give him some options for whichever tag he'd like to do. And maybe Bookish Chaz, in case he hasn't done that yet, but he probably has. He loves tags. And maybe Colin's Corner hasn't done this yet as a young channel, so I'll tag Colin. But yeah, thanks Carlos and Yolanda for this fun tag, and hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you later.